Hi there, my name is Gurjeet and hope you're taking care of yourself well from this silent and invisible enemy, COVID-19. Today we're going to talk about English test called Delillo. From the past 3 months, there is a lot of changes are coming in our industry, especially in study abroad. The entry of OSSD, which is one of the biggest and one of the best senior secondary board in North America, have entered into the South Asian market. And today, this video especially made it for the Lingo test. OSSD video is already there. You can go to my YouTube channel and can watch about OSSD as well. So let's begin. I will divide my video into 6-7 different parts. I will talk about the history about this test, 12 facts, rules for test takers, test is based on what, types of questions, comparison between Ielts, Toefl and Lingo, and definitely which institutes accept this test, and what is, if you really want to apply this test in Canada, if you're applying your file in Canada, what are the precautions you need to take care of it. So let's begin so let me start with it. As we all know, due to this COVID, all the test bodies are looking forward to test you, the English ability of yours, in a different way. Let's say the Ielts is also launching its new test called Ielts Indicator. Then we know the Toefl, you can take it from home. There is a new version which is coming down in South Asian countries as well, in India especially, if I'll talk about. And now this test called Lingo. Now, this test has been, there were two, I would say, technologists. Their background is computer. And Louis Vaughan, the founder, and he was visiting faculty to CM College University, US, and he was an international student. He himself, entered into US in 2005, and today, look, he has invented as one of the most brightest and one of the most fast catching tests in world. So what are the 12 factors for this test and why it is becoming so popular with the youth and the institutes? The first, there is no testing center. Second, you don't need an appointment. Third, you can unlimited, you can share to all the institutes. And fourth, you can give test in twice in a month maximum. Fifth, the test duration is just 1 hour. Sixth, the cost of the test is very, very economical. That is only $49 US. Seventh, the validity of the test is 2 years. Eighth, it is checked by the computer. Ninth, results are out in 2 days, means 48 hours. 10th, more than 170 country students already have given this test. 11th, the location of the test, the head office of this test is based in US. 12th, you will be sharing, the institutes where you're sharing, they will be able to see your live speaking and writing sample papers. So these are the 12 factors which has actually bring a lot of revolution in the English testing market. And now I will move on to my third segment, which is about if you really wanted to do the test at your home, what you need to do is you need to do 4 or 5 things. You need to have alone in a quiet place. You have to have you need to have a room where there's nobody else except you and a computer. You cannot have earphones or headphones. you cannot use mobiles, you have to look at a screen, you can't even look up. So, and you cannot have a pencils and paper as well, you cannot make any kind of a notes as well. You cannot open anything on a browser. Everything will be recorded from your keyboard, your webcam, your everything will be recorded. Your every movement will be recorded. So this test is very, very secure. And if you try to cheat, you may be banned forever. And beside that, they can put your name on their website as well. So please don't try to cheat. And you can automatically, this test is meant for a lot of people, and this is going to give a new revolution in the testing industry. So if I'll talk about the next thing, results, you can share your results to as many institutes while going or entering into the website of Delillo, and I will be sharing the website. And the other question which comes in our mind, which are the institutes which accept this test? Like if I talk about any test, have a 3 partners: testing body, the institutes, and the third one is immigration. Obviously we know a little bit about the testing body, who's the founder, where it is located. It's located in US, the name of the company, we know about their website. We know which institutes. I'll be giving the link, which are a lot of Canadian institutes, a lot of American institutes, and the universities have started accepting this test. And the third is the immigration. If I talk about the immigration, if you say in fast track, if you talk about SDS or then probably the Ielts is the only option. But if you apply open file or in the university category, then you can, if your university is accepting this test, then definitely you can apply, you can take this test. But in this category also, sometimes you need to show some extra money. So be a little careful about that. That's altogether a separate topic. So we'll move on to the what is this test is based on. We'll move on to the next question. Is this is going to check your grammatical accuracy. This is going to check your grammatical complexity, lexical resources, lexical diversity, and your task relevancy. And it is also going to check in your speaking and writing is your content coverage, your accuracy, your rate, your acoustic, and the length, and how good you can write down. So it is going to check, and it will give you divide your this reply or response in 3 parts: the beginner, intermediate, and advanced. In the beginner also there are 2 levels, A1, A2. In intermediate it's B1, B2. In advanced it's C1, C2. So it will divide. So as I've already mentioned, it will be checked by the computers, and they have developed a technology in such a manner that it is you will be getting a great accuracy for it, the same. And to be very honest, there is one more fact which I would like to talk about today, is that there is only 0.1% chance that the test will be repeated again. Only 0.1% chance. It's almost like if you give 1,000 tests, then there's a possibility that you may be probably getting the test may be repeated. So there is a lot of resources available with the testing body, and so this is all about the testing, and this is all about its relevancy. Majority of the government institutes and the universities in Canada is accepting it. If I talk about New Zealand, Australia, UK, Germany, till yet this test has not become so popular, but who knows what future it will hold. Type of questions. Now let's move on to this interests most of the students. What kind of a question we are going to be seen in this test? The type, the first type will be the type of missing letter to be completed text. The missing letter to complete the text. there will be a paragraph which will be given, and then there will be a missing letters in that paragraph, and you have to complete that. And then the second question will be record yourself and saying the statement below. You have to read that statement which you have completed. Now you have to read. When you're reading it, you can also understand have you filled up the right words or not. Then there will be the third question will be, there will be a figure, and you have to speak or describe that figure. This all will be in a very fast pace, because the test duration is just a 1 hour, so you can well imagine you will be given few seconds to complete all this. And then the fourth question will be, select the real English words. You will be given a plenty of English words. Let's say there will be 20 English words, alphabetic words, which you can see on the screen, and you have to choose which is the real one. There will be maybe a spell, there will be words which do not make any sense, so you have to pick up which makes a sense. And the fifth will be, you will be going to listen something, and then you have to write on the screen that whatever you have heard or hear. The sixth one will be writing. Respond. You have to respond to the question in at least 50 words. You will be going to, it's like a small essay. You have to talk about that point of view. Speaking, then you have to be, speaking will be, it's like, as we have seen, the question number 7 will be, it's like a speaking as we have seen in Ielts. In a clue card, there will be a question, and there will be 3 parts to it, and then you have to think about it, and then you have to speak for 30 seconds or whatever the given time will be. The 8th question will be approximately, then you again going to hear, and then you have to, whatever you hear, you have to speak. Whatever you hear, you remember that, and you have to speak about it. And the 9th will be interview. There will be 2 topics. You can pick up one of the topic, and then you have to speak on that topic as well. And the 10th question, you will be again given 2 topics, and then you can choose one topic, and then you have to write about that topic. So these are the 10 types of questions which you are going to solve. And there's a good news about it. The good news is that Sophiya have already launched training program for this test, and we have made almost 10 tests for it. And this test have been developed by the Australian citizen. We are getting a very good response as the way Ielts is, and we have kept, the best part is that we have kept the cost of this test is only $20 US dollars. That's all. What is the cost is just $20 US. Now I will go to the last part about it, which talks about the comparison between Delillo, Toefl and Ielts. The cost for the Ielts is around approximately, it has been increasing ever. So it used to be around 240. It's recently there was a news that there can be a little bit of increase. The Toefl is around 225, and as we know, the Delillo is around $49 US. The test length is Ielts is around 2 hours plus 45 minutes. Toefl is approximately 3 hours. Delillo is just less than an hour or an hour total maximum. Sharing in Ielts, you can do it with 4. In Toefl, it's around 5. You can give 5. You can share your test results with the 5 providers. In Delillo, it's unlimited. You can give it to as many as possible. Mode, it's Ielts. We have online as well as in person. Toefl, it's online. Delillo, it's online. Reservation, you need to reserve your seats in Ielts and Toefl, but in Delillo there's no formalities like reservation. Whenever you feel ready, just go and give the test within 3 to 4 hours. So the validity is 2 years, as same in all the 3 tests. The score are ready. In Ielts it's almost like 13 days. In Toefl it's 6 to 13 days, and in Delillo it's like 2 days. It's 48 hours you will get your results. So it's a very, very interesting test, and as I mentioned, universities have started accepting it, colleges have started accepting it, especially in Canada. This test is picking up a lot. There is a lot of excitement, but how the immigration body will rate to test, we have to see to it. And I'm very hopeful, as I mentioned initially also, that you can apply your file in journal category or in the university category, where you don't need to have, because in the other category it is very, very clearly mentioned that you have to have an Ielts only. But in the journal category and in the university category, you can give any, you can put your result, any English results. So I'm very hopeful that you will, this video is useful for you, and thank you for your comments. It really encourages us, and have a good day. Take care.